Hey guys, how are you? Andy Suku, founder and CEO of Y2K Credit Solutions. So, being in this industry, the credit repair, debt settlement industry, the mortgage industry, for well over 16 years, I've seen it all. Seen it all. I've heard it all. I fixed a magnitude of issues, and one of the issues that it's a problem, and it's a misconception. There's a lot of misconception about this topic and this issue is the truth about late payments. How late payments work on your credit card, how you get it on your credit report, and why it cannot come off, except for one reason, right? So today I'm going to do a video because to be honest with you, frankly, I'm tired of all these companies. I don't care which company you're working with, whether you're working with a big internet company, a local company, a company in New Jersey. I don't care if you find information on a tour. The truth is still the same, and late payments cannot come off that easy, opposed to what these people are telling you, promising you that they can get late payments off. So today I'm going to break it down for you guys. I'm going to try to clear up that misconception, and hopefully, you guys understand where I'm coming from and understand how late payments affect you and how it gets put on your credit report. So first off, we all have credit cards. We all know it's a net 30. So, we all have to pay our bills on a due date, right? Now, the way this works, let's say, by the way, before I go into that, I'm going to say one thing to you guys. Everything has a paper trail and time stamped by the bank. So the proof is always going to be on, the proof of burden is always going to be on you to prove to the bank that you were not late, right? That it was a bank's error. And that's a very, very, very minimal chance that you're going to win that, okay? And let me tell you how. So, again, I don't care which company you're working with. I can name tons of them. I don't care if you went to a seminar and they told you about they can fix credit. I don't care. If they tell you they can remove late payments, they're blowing smoke up your rear end. Okay, guys? So I'm going to break it down for you. So we're going to use a simple credit card, Capital One. Everyone has Capital One. We all know about Capital One. This is how it works. Let's say you have a Capital One credit card for $500. That's the limit, okay? So your payment is due June 1st. That's your payment cycle. Payment's due June 1st. You don't make the payment until June 5th. You don't make the payment June 5th. That's a grace period. Now, they'll charge you, they'll let it go all the way to June 30th. If you don't make the payment by June 30th at 5 p.m., in your time zone, whether you're Central, Mountain, Eastern, whatever time zone you're in, your payment is due June 1st, you don't make it. You have until June 30th of that same month at 5 p.m. to make that payment in order for it not to report to your credit report is 30 days late, okay? Now, some banks may give you a grace period and give you, if you're late 60 days, then they'll report it 30 days. Some banks are like that. It all depends on the bank, right? Not all banks follow that guideline. Some banks do it. The list of banks are very minimal. I can go over it with you, but in another video, I'll tell you which bank does that. But not a lot of banks do that, especially the prime banks. They don't do that. So let's say the payment is due 5 p.m. Let's say June 1st. You don't make the payment for whatever reason it is. June 30th comes around. If you don't make that payment by 5 p.m. in your time zone, at 5:30 p.m., it's an automatic system that reports you late to the credit bureau. Again, it's automatic system, not a human error. It's not a human. It's an automatic system that reports you 30 days late to the credit bureau and charges you a $35 late fee. Okay? That $35 late fee constitutes the account actually being late. It's not a human error. So, and you should know to yourself if you made your payment late. So if you know to yourself that you made the payment late, but yeah, you're trying to go to a company to remove the payment, to be honest with you, you just played yourself. Because you were late. You got charged that $35 late fee because it's on your statement. So with that $35 showing there on the statement next month, that solidified that count that you are actually late. Now here you go to a credit repair company that write dispute letters, which is everyone is doing, or pay to delete. You remove something, you pay $50. Let me tell you something. I'll be very honest with you. If you know the background of Y2K Credit Solutions, if we can't fix it, no other company can fix it. And that's a fact. That's a guarantee. Mind you, we only guarantee 50% of late removal. 50%. We're very transparent with our client. We let you know up front in the consultation if that late payment cannot be removed or if some of it can be removed, we'll let you know. There's a whole lot of explanation to get that 50%. but we only guarantee 50%. We don't guarantee 100%. And if you know about Y2K, and one thing about Y2K is that we guarantee all of our work. We're very transparent with our client. So if you get late, if you were late, you get reported late, you got charged $35 late fee, there's no letter that you can write to the creditor and say, I was not late, you need to remove it, or to the credit bureaus. The burden of proof is on you. You have to prove that you weren't late, that the payment was not received late, and it was not time-stamped late, right? Now, here's what you can do though, and you don't need Y2K to do this for you, and I'm telling you, you don't need Y2K to do this for you. You don't need another credit repair company, you don't need Lexington Law, you don't need nobody, FVS, no one to do this. You're entitled to do this. There's something called good faith. Good faith. You can Google what a good faith, excuse me, you can Google what a good faith letter is. It's all over online. And you can write a good faith letter to the creditors and telling them, listen, you know, it was an honest mistake, or, you know, you're applying for a mortgage if you are, and, you know, if they can remove this as a one-time courtesy. Banks will honor a one-time courtesy for you. Not all banks will do it, and it's up to their discretion. Let me explain that to you. It's up to their discretion. They don't have to honor it. I'm just letting you know that's a loophole that you're entitled to do on behalf of that late payment. You can do it yourself. You don't need another company to do that for you. Now, if you're late, you get that $35 late fee. Again, there's no letter that can remove that. It's all time stamped. So when these companies are telling you, I can write a letter, challenge everything on the credit bureaus, or trying to catch the credit bureau in a technicality, again, the credit bureau houses the data for the bank. They didn't put the data there. The data came from the bank. So to avoid late payments, even if you can, let's say back to $500, let's say you charge $250. We all know if you have a credit limit of $500 and you have a Capital One credit card, your credit is not that good. You're in like a subprime world. You're trying to build credit. You're trying to build your credit up, your credit history. So if you end up, let's say you charge $250 that month, and you know we have a payment structure that we teach clients when you're trying to build your credit, how to pay your credit card so you get the most out of the credit report, get the most out of the banks. If you can't pay $125, let me tell you something. If you can afford McDonald's, you can afford the minimum payment for this card to avoid this. That's a fact. If you can afford McDonald's, we all can afford McDonald's, you can afford the minimum payment to be on time to avoid a late payment. Because if you haven't seen a late payment, it can hurt you tremendously. A late payment can hurt you almost the same as a collection. You know, you drop significantly in points. And if you like to test the theory, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have been to another credit repair company trying to fix this issue and it didn't work. So you know what I'm talking about. It's facts. Make the minimum payments to avoid that late payments. $25 the minimum payment, make the minimum payment. Some minimum payments are $18, some are $20. Make the minimum payment to avoid that late reporting, because that $18 can cost you 40, 50 points that you're not going to get back for some time. And late stay on your credit report for 7 years. 50%. We guarantee 50% of late removals. So when we pull your credit, we see all the lates. If you have a mortgage that you're doing a modification on, right, and you have 3 years of late payments, think about it. How can a letter remove all 3 years of late payments? Think about that for a second. Before you let these credit repair companies blow smoke or provide smoke and mirror solutions to you, if that's the right way I'm saying it. But the point is, it's not going to work. It does not work. Don't believe this hype and this crap that these people are telling you. Call the bank themselves and ask them how it gets removed. The only way it can get removed is you doing that good faith letter, and that's a courtesy, and that's a discretion up to the bank. So, again, this is the breakdown of how late payments get on your credit report, how they can come off. And, you know, again, we guarantee 50% of it. We don't guarantee 100% because we know the fact it's not going to come up. You were late. And when I ask you for your statements and I see all those late payments, can't justify it, right? But I just wanted to shine some light, you know, the truth about late payments, because there's a lot of credit repair companies out there blowing smoke and providing smoke and mirrors and telling clients that this is how it works and it can get done. They're taking your money. And this is why this industry has such a bad name, and it's a scam, all right? So, guys, this is how late payments work. This video is going to be on our YouTube channel. Check it out. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Click the link in the bio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Tons of video on there. Tons of educational content. And I'll talk to you guys soon.